Hi there, folks. In this video, we're going to be working on the page of the packet that says Pythagorean Theorem Application Problems. I'll show you that page here in just a moment. But first, I want to talk about something real briefly that is going to definitely be covered on that page, and that is a triangle. How can you tell if a triangle is a right triangle and not just some other triangle? Okay, a special kind, whether it's isosceles or scalene or equilateral, okay, any of those. Well, it's real simple, okay? If the values for the sides of a triangle work at the Pythagorean theorem, then yes, it is a right triangle. So, for instance, if I tell you that a triangle has sides that are 3, 4, and 5 units long, and I want to know, hey, is that a right triangle? All we have to do is test that out. So 3 squared plus 4 squared, I want to know, does that equal 5 squared? Well, 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times 4 is 16. 5 times 5 is 25. 9 plus 16 is 25. So these are equal. So the sides of 3, 4, and 5 would make a right triangle. Now, let's just say we have side lengths of 6, 7, and 8. Why not? These three went in order. How about these three? Well, let's try it out. Okay? Again, you cannot trust a picture. Okay? Because the way I have that drawn, it looks like it could be a right triangle. So here we go. So 6 squared plus 7 squared equals 8 squared. Now, the catch is you have to make the biggest side C. Okay? If you don't do that, okay, this idea is not valid. So here we go. 6 squared, 6 times 6 is 36. 7 squared is 7 times 7, that's 49. 8 squared is 64. 36 plus 49 is 85. 85 does not equal 64, so 6, 7, and 8 do not form a right triangle. Okay, so now let's actually get into some formal examples. Okay, now, this is the page that I'm talking about. Okay, now, they tell us, and I'm looking at number 4. This would be a typical problem for us. Okay, it says find the missing side of the triangle. Okay, no big deal. So, 6 squared plus 8 squared is going to equal C squared. No problem there. 36 plus 64 equals C squared. Again, no big deal. Add those together, that's 100. And I know that C is the square root of 100. And the square root of 100, I know, is 10. Now, it's okay if you don't know those perfect squares, as we call them, off the top of your head. Over time, in practice, you will get to know them. So we know that C is 10. Now, they want us to find the area and the perimeter of that triangle. Well, okay. Perimeter is not bad. Remember, perimeter is just all the sides added together. So perimeter is just A plus B plus C in this case. So 6 plus 8 plus 10. Well, 6 plus 8 plus 10, if we type that into our calculator, will give us 24. And these units are miles. Don't forget to include your units. Now, what they also want is the area. And remember, area of a triangle, that's one of the few formulas that we are going to ask you guys to remember. The area of a rectangle is length times width. Area of a triangle is 1/2 the base times the height. Okay? In a right triangle, okay, the base and the height are the sides that make the right angle. The hypotenuse is never used for the base or the height, okay, unless they have another segment drawn to it, okay? So that would be a special picture. If they don't have another segment drawn down to it, we're not going to use the hypotenuse. So here we go. 1/2 the base. I'll just say the base is 6. It could be 8. The height is going to be the other number. So since I use 6 as the base, it means the height is going to be 8. So 1/2 times 6, that's 3. 3 times 8 is 24. So that is 24 miles squared. Now, most of the other problems are going to be very similar to these, where they ask you to find a missing length, or they ask you to find the perimeter, or do the sides make a right triangle. So, go ahead and give several of these a try, and we're here to help you. Okay, have a good day.